Hey everybody, we'll wait for everyone to start joining in. I clicked on a little bit early just to kind of get the live flowing. The light looks good. All right. Hello, Rosie. Sound is perfect. Hey, Beatrice. I know, this is my first live. It's definitely going to be a unique experience. Did you see Vicky? Oh, thank you guys so much. It's been nerve-wracking. It's definitely been nerve-wracking. Yeah. Ooh. We're going to have some fun, do a little mixed media. Oh, thank you, Sherry. All right. Good. I'm glad the lighting is good because it is a gloomy day here in North Carolina. We got mostly rain. I know a lot of people up north are getting snow. Yay! Welcome, Daisy. So, oh, hi from New York. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm actually originally a Jersey girl. I'm further South Jersey than like my bestie Beatrice. She's more up north. But I grew up across from Philly. So, but now I'm down here in the southern states in North Carolina. I was originally from Sicklerville, New Jersey. The bigger cities probably would have been like Cherry Hill. Most people know Cherry Hill, Williamstown. And we were like right in the middle-ish. So today's going to be fun. We're going to get a little messy, maybe not a whole lot messy, but we're going to play because I got to get my mojo back. It's been a weird few months where it feels like the creativity has stalled. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem, but I'm hoping this is going to jumpstart it. So this is going to be fun. Hey, Michelle. Oh, it's good. It's good. I'm glad you're here. So as everyone starts to come in, I'm just going to go ahead and start. I wanted to show the Happy Scrappy bag because this was where I wanted to kind of get started. This is going to be our blank canvas. I've already gessoed it on this side, but I had it flat trying to get the wrinkles out of it. So real quick, I know some people were asking about the Happy Scrappy bags. So just to show, look at this paper. Oh, we're going to have some fun with this. Okay. So what I like about the Happy Scrappy bags is that you get the paper, but you also get the embellishments. You get stickers in it. You know, if it comes with the collection, this is all part of the storyteller. There's so much in here. And sometimes, I'm going to be honest, it can be very overwhelming, but it's also overwhelming when you don't have a whole lot. So it's like trying to find that happy medium, okay? So just to show you, there's like chipboard. We're going to be using this love, love, love here. And I have some old thickers I'm going to use with it too for our title. Down the road, I'm going to be using these. I don't have a whole lot left, but it's enough to spell what I need. And I'm going to use this hashtag. So that's going to be part of our title. And then, of course, I mean, look at these butterflies. I mean, and they only give you 6. Like, what are you thinking? Like, the amount you give here is how much I want of this. I don't know if anybody else is like that. Like, the thing you really love is like you get the fewest pieces of. Then they give you some stars, which make for great accent pieces. And then let me see. I don't want to take everything out because I'm not sure if I'm really using any of this on this particular sketch, because our main focus is going to be these circles, because I'm going to be punching some of them out and using them on the layout. Hey everyone. Oh my goodness. This is going to be interesting because I got to read the comments too. Now I understand what the other ladies who I'd be watching live be talking about. I'm like, oh. I don't want to miss anything. I know, more butterflies. Forget the huge like feather and birds. Give me butterflies. Butterflies. I have a lot of spirit animals. I talk about them a lot. Like Splatter is a spirit animal. Butterflies, dragonflies, like anything like that. Spirit animal. All right. And then, of course, we get the sticker book as well, which gives us lots of goodies. And we may use some of these words. So, I mean, really, you get a lot for your buck in these scrappy bags. And then we got more stickers, which we may use some of these on the layout, because this is actually the inspiration for today. And it's a page maps. I just printed it out on my computer, so it's very blown up. But the thing that I'm most inspired by are the circles. And I liked the idea of this like clustered area because, of course, we want to do mixed media. We're getting messy today, right? So my idea was, instead of it being a huge, like just paper, I'm going to shrink this whole thing down and we're going to have mixed media around it. So it'll make sense as we go. Okay. And then, of course, you get, I think, Michelle, remind me, in the new scrappy bags, we're doing 1 sheet of each of the pattern sheets in the collection. And then she has another where you can get just the paper, and it's also 1 sheet. So if you want double sheets, because I don't know, I'm a double sheet girl. I love double sheets. So I got the scrappy bag and then I got the paper separate. I just want to make sure I'm telling everybody right. But I want to say, in the scrappy bags, you get 1 sheet of each of the paper and then the embellishments, which, I mean, you could be crafty for days with this. You get so many papers. And let's just see real quick. Don't mind the rattling, you guys. I just wanted to share real quick because, you know, you just get so much value for your buck. But look at this Vicky Boutin. I mean, do we have to put something on this? Can we just put it in a frame and put it on the wall? Can we just do that? Yeah, I know. I love this sheet. And it's so, I mean, I don't know. It just speaks to me. And then you get 2. Oh, okay. So if a collection only has 12, you get 2 of each sheet. Got it. Okay. Okay. And if the collection is 24, then you get 1. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. And Vicky Boutin, you get so many options. They're double-sided. I've seen a lot of people using this sheet, which, can you blame them? Can we talk about it? So any non-crafters who are around and are wondering, like, what's the big hubbub? This is the big hubbub, because this, it just speaks. I love that there's spots where things are missing. I like the fact that you could cut out these if you wanted the fussy cut, for all the fussy cutters out there. I love the fact that you could just use this as your base and build up off of it. What's not to love? So, and then the other part is, for those of you who don't like to get messy, Vicky Boutin already does the messy for you. I mean, look at those. Good bases to kind of jump off of. Look at that. I love that paint. We got the blue. So, I mean, really, there were so many ways to go with this paper. Look at that yellow. I know I got some yellow freaks out there. I know some people like me who really love yellow. Yeah. Yellow. I'm going to save that page. I'm hoarding it. I love that blue. Actually, this blue is an inspiration for today as well, because part of our getting messy, we're going to be using this Nuvo spray. It's the Mica Mist, and it is Midnight Horizon. And let me tell you, this is a beautiful spray. If you guys haven't used any Nuvo products, definitely give them a chance. On our Friday Zoom, I did this card, and my splatters are in this mist. So it's very fun. The lips are embossed. See the shine? Yeah. So that was super fun. Okay. So enough talkity talk. I know you guys are like, let's get into it. All right. So we're going to, for now, for time safety, I'm just going to put this all together. And just slip it right back into the bag. And we'll put everything back in later, so that way you guys don't have to watch me struggle with that. All right. So to get started, I've already pre-gessoed, so we wouldn't have to sit here and go through all that drying. And what I wanted to do separately, not in the scrappy bag, Michelle also sold the Storyteller, the stencils. So we're going to use the circles, because I told you the circles were inspiring me for sure. I don't know what it was about it, but that's what we're going to focus on. So we're going to use that stencil. And then I forget which live it was on Facebook. It wasn't this last one that Beatrice just did, but I want to say it was the fall crop, the one for Halloween. I don't know if you used it then or not, B, but she prompted me to buy my own liquid text. It's the glass beads, and I want to say Michelle has those in her shop, because I believe I got it from her. And you can see I haven't even used it yet. Trying to get into it. Fun. All right. Try and save as much as I can. All right. And if you have any questions, if I'm missing any, if you guys can help me out and answer, I would greatly appreciate it. And I just made a mess. Okay, good. Michelle says she has some. There should be some in the shop. She has some left. So you can see the texture. It's like a paste, but it's a little bit thinner. But the cool part is that texture. I don't know if you can see the texture. It might be too bright. But the texture in there, those are the glass beads. Okay, so we're going to start off by using that. And I'm just going to start spreading it around. And I like to do things put it down and spread it. And Michelle, do you have the spatula set too? The Nuvo spatula set? Because I think I got these from you too. Don't tell anybody. I'm going to start a group. Can you color it? I'm sure you can. You could probably put some color down, mix it up, and then spread it. But I want this clear because once it dries, I'm going to use that spray, the mica spray, and color it that way. But I'm sure you could. Okay. Yep, she does have the spatulas. Then we're going to lift that up. So that's that. And then I know I want a few down here on the bottom, because pretty much I know these are probably going to get covered, but I just want it kind of all over, just so that way any spot that's peeking out from the cluster we're going to wind up creating, I want there to be a little bit of texture possibly showing. I really wasn't expecting this to be so runny, to be honest. But that's okay. We'll work it out. You can always, scrape some off if you feel like it's too much and just put it back into the container. You can hear all the crunching of the beads. Okay. So there's some texture. We're going to put some over here. All right. So tell me, how many of you out there like to use the mixed media? Do you like to get a little dirty with your projects? I know for some people it's really hard. Like I think my mom, she would have a problem because she doesn't like dirty hands or fingers. You could probably hear her laughing in the background. She's watching in the other room. Oh, but it's true. For some people, it's just not their bag, and it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. Like, I want to say Jessica, she is also a member on the design team. But she did hers on separate papers and then used that paper as like layers behind her photo, which is great because then, one, you could do all the work on the paper, put it to the side and cut it up as you need it. Whereas, like right now, I'm going to put all this down and then we got to let it dry as we work on like the different layers and stuff like that. And you can move your papers around. Don't be afraid. All right. I like this one, but I think I want to try these three down here, over here. So I like these. I'm trying to read some of the comments. Oh yeah, someone said you can't color it. They use the distress oxides. Yeah, just make sure when you mix it, like if you have a glass media mat or something like that, that's really easy to mix on, or like one of the what are those mats called? Tonic has a mat that actually comes with the glass mat, but you can also buy the mat separately and you can mix and color or, make messes on it. And basically it's easy cleanup. You could use that too. And then I like that. I like that circle one right there. We're going to just slap one right there. It's going to be a little messier, but it's okay. Just try and use what I got left on here. All right. Okay. So I think we got enough kind of around. And then I'm going to put this. I have a little pan next to me. I'm going to put this in my tray since I can't really leave the area so that we can get this to dry. And I'm going to do the same thing, put my little Nuvo tool in there as well. Because the whole key is with your stencils, any of the paste, any of the, if you use your Nuvo, sometimes I like to use light paste, any of that stuff that you use on it. Some people, they don't care. They'll let it dry right on it. I like to clean mine. I know. So I always put it right into the clean or soapy water. All right. So you can see some of the texture on there. I know my camera's going a little crazy because it's white on white, but it's going to be really cool once it dries. And then we can use the mica spray. All right, so for a little bit, I'm going to put this to the side real quick, and then we're going to cut some of the pages, okay? So put that up there. Okay, so this is what we're going to be scrapping. This is my photos. I'm going to wind up cutting it. I did 2 by 3, something like that. 4 by 3, one of those. All right. It's going to come to me eventually. But for sort of like, I guess, a Christmas present to myself, to me and my mom, I got us a new Hyundai. So we took a picture with it outside. This was dusk. It has a little bit of a blue tint to it. So that's what drew me to this paper. So that's why we're, I don't know, I'm leaning more towards the blues. It was at dusk. So it was like that. So I think I'm going to use this for my base. And then I'm going to use this for an accent piece. That piece that goes across the top. And then I'm going to use this for a spot for actually the photos. So that way it's not sitting on top of the blue, because I don't want it to fade into blue, the photo. I still want it to have a little bit of pop. So that's how I configured really this part. So the dot paper is going to be the blue. This is going to be this black kind of pattern paper. And then the stripe here is going to be the multicolor one over here. Okay. So we're going to start to kind of cut it out. All right. So do we have any questions so far? Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, you got to have bling on the watch, right? I don't know how anybody else doesn't. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I definitely. It's really cool because you just get a little cover and it goes right on. All right, so let's cut our stuff up real quick. This is the part where you wish you could play the little Jeopardy music. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so we got our 2 pieces, 2 photos. Okay, that's gonna be the base. So like basically this page is gonna be my base, and then this square that I'm gonna make out of here is gonna sit on top. So around the blue, you're gonna see the mixed media circles, and it'll have some of the blue mica, which I don't even know where I put the spray, the mica spray. And then this will sit on top, and then my layers with the car and the photo. Plus, we're going to be, like I told you, punching out some of the circles. So that way, it'll be layered. It's going to be, I think it's going to come together. We'll see. I got my finger in it. I'm making a mess. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. Messy, messy. All right. So I think what I want to do, only because I really want to enjoy the outside, I'm going to do my square first at 8 by 8, because I just want to make it an even square. And then if it's too big, I'll bring it down some more. But I think I want it to be 8 by 8. Because I think that'll be enough. 8 by 8. I can still do my 2 photos and have some of those line strips. Make sense? Like, it doesn't have to be this grand scale. I just want a little thing, and then I'll have my title, which we'll put somewhere, and it'll just say that love, 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 love. And then underneath that, I'm going to put hashtag goals. New car goals. Okay. So I think that's not going to be a bad size. And then, so if I go like that. And that's 6. Okay. Now y'all get to see what I really do. Usually, whenever I'm doing my sketch videos, I always do all this measuring and stuff beforehand. And then I just pop on and like, here's me putting it together. But I never show the struggle. The struggle is real. Okay, so I think I'm making that 5 inches. We're going to play. Because when all else fails, I have another package of paper. So if I need another piece or a bigger piece, we'll go down that road. Okay. Okay, so if I go like that, because remember, I'm going to be putting that other piece up top. Okay, I might change that up and just make it go right along there. Why? Because we can. Let's make it 6. Oh, I did it short. Did you see what I did there? I made it 6 inches instead of 8. I was thinking 6 by 6. That's okay. It gives me the base, a spot for my photos to lay. And then I can still do the pink paper going across. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's like different shades. So I think I'm going to cut this section up here because I like some of that blue kind of peeking down, like going into the purpley pink. So I think we're going to do that. Put that to the side. Stay right there. Now this, I'm going to keep long. And then my other trick too, like if I'm not sure if I really want it 2 inches, I'll cut it at the beginning at 3, just a little bit bigger, and then test it. And I think obviously the 3 is going to be a little bit too big, but it allows me for that second to kind of play and figure out exactly what we want to do. So we got that there. And actually, I'm not mad at that. And then that allows more of what I'm doing around the outside to kind of stand out. I know I'm going to trim this down, but I like those colors. Let's go up there for a second. So what I'll do is I'll make this 10. I'm going to cut this other side and keep this. So here. That. Okay. Okay. So to show you what I mean, I know this is still wet. We're probably going to have to get the heat gun on it. Yeah, it's still wet in some spots. So it's probably going to be like that. So once it's dry and I can put it down, it'll kind of look like that. So you'll see the different, like the circles kind of peeking out around with some of the mixed media, and then I'll be able to layer some of those circles on the top and the bottom. I may still have to cut this down a little bit, which isn't bad. That'll allow you to be able to see a little bit more. And I might have to actually cut this piece a little bit bigger because I cut it shorter than I intended to. I was thinking I was doing a 6x6, but I really do like the 8x8 better. And that way it'll give me more of that pattern too. Okay. So that is good. All right. So I'm going to take, hopefully it won't be too loud because it's the Tim Holtz one, but I'm going to just kind of use the heat tool to kind of help move some of this along. And I'm going to check and see, are you going to overlap the pictures? Sometimes I do. I actually like sometimes putting my photos on an angle or overlapping. Like I'll put one flat to the page and then the other photo I may put either foam tape, not foam tape. Yeah, sometimes foam tape underneath or fun foam. I don't know if any of you guys have any of that in your stash, but sometimes I do use fun foam for that. It just depends on what we like when we get to that point. If we want to add some layers. We were just talking about hair yesterday. Look at that. All right. Now I was using this one because it has the wider mouth and I figured I could dry a larger area, but I may have to get the serious heat tool out. And yes, you do get warping when you use the mixed media with the paper. I'm using some basil marshmallow because it's a little bit of a thicker, it's a much thicker paper. It is pretty white on white, isn't it? Yeah. I know. I might need the big gun. That is funny. Bring out the big gun. So we have this one. It's really interesting because it's very hot, but I guess it's because it's so spread out. All right, let's get the big mama. All right. So I'm still looking. I don't see any questions. Yeah, fun foam. Fun foam is definitely is a great tool, whether you're a card maker or a layout maker or scrapbooker. Because if you have any even warping on some of the card projects, I like to do watercoloring. And so the fun foam will help kind of make things more straight again. Instead of having to put like books and books on top, it just, I don't know. I like it. It's easy, gives you a little bit of lift, not too much. Oh, you can hear the difference, right? Yeah. But this one is definitely, if you don't watch, it'll cook it too. I want to dry it. I don't want it to bubble. And what's interesting, because there's spots where you don't get beads sometimes because of how the beads move around. So you just have some shine from, I guess, the glue or paste they use to create it. And sometimes I'll even hit it from the back. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want it to turn brown. You're right, Beatrice. If you put it on for too long, you'll wind up burning the paper. And that's not a good thing either. Bear with me, you guys. Just a little bit longer. You can see. Yep. It's a little tacky, but that's okay. It's ready. Okay. So now we're going to have some fun. I'm going to grab my Nuvo Mist Spray and a water bottle because I know it tends to come out very concentrated, and sometimes you may want to use the spray bottle to help move it around, or vice versa. So let's see. We're just going to, will it let me do it today? Yeah, sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate. That's okay. When all else fails, improvise. Or I'll just go like that. And I just want to move it around. And that's the beauty of gessoing your paper first. It'll allow you to be able to kind of move stuff around without really messing up the paper. And what I'll do is, it's going to be a little noisy. Just bear with it. Oops. You can see some of the mica, because I did water it down some. But that's okay. You're going to like how it dries. Yeah. I like how it's very subtle at the moment, even though it looks like it's a little hot messy, but it's okay. I don't know how many of you all watch Missy Whitten. If you want to get into mixed media, I suggest that you find her on YouTube because she's pretty mixed media. Like, yeah, she's pretty bad. She's pretty awesome. And you can do the packaging technique with this. You can use your inklings. I don't know if you guys ever seen those. Lindy sprays. There's all kinds of stuff you can use. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go for it, right? I mean, the spray's not working. It's giving me problems. Just pour it on. Why not? Because you figure most of this is going to get covered up. You know what I mean? But it's just that little bit that's going to be peeking out from our cluster. I might spray a little of this too. This is the Heidi Swap. I think this one. My lid was working. Let me see. I normally don't use my sprays. Ooh, now that's dark. Woo, boy. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. It's okay, y'all. Breathe. It'll be okay. Ooh, my stuff's getting messy though. Woohoo. Look at that. Now that's a dark blue. Thank you, Heidi. And then anywhere where you don't want it, or if it's too, you can grab your... Are you talking to me? I'm like, I think my mom is talking to me. You guys don't panic. It's going to dry back. I mean, believe it or not, I really like to get messy. I do, and I like to have the color all over the place. You can ask Beatrice. I splatter. I have no control. I splatter everywhere. Like, yeah. So if we're gonna go color, I want some color because I love how this is coming out. Do you see all that with the dark color in between? It's really making those pieces stand out. I like that. That is funky. All right. We'll leave that there, and we're going to bring back our stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I like that. I'm glad you can see that little bit of like, it almost looks like, I can't even think of it, just like a material, not marble. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it has that texture, but it has that also in the coloring. Okay. Okay. And then what I can also do when I'm done, I'll show you, I'll take a brush and kind of go around to give more of this blue to pop up around the edges. Okay, so let's do this first. I think I'm going to go ahead and figure out where I want to put it, which I think I'm just going to do right the center. Okay, let's start putting some stuff down. And a lot of times you have to do kind of everything all over because sometimes you just don't know where your cluster is going to land, what's going to wind up being covered. And though I do like this, the way this came out, could you do a smaller thing, leave that more showing? Probably. But I like this kind of as our background, and then the rest of it kind of like peeking out. And we'll do more stuff, okay? We're going to do more stuff to it. We're also going to use some art glitter glue. And I like to use the art glitter glue, especially when you have texture on your paper. So that way it adheres a little bit better. When you have a lot of texture, and especially with gesso, it really does help to use the wet glue as it falls. Okay. All right. Just gonna leave that there. Okay. And then what I think I'm gonna do is trim that down just a little bit. Huh? Mom, she's in the other room talking to me, you guys. I'm like serious. I can hear her. She's like, "You gonna cut that down?" I'm like, yes, ma'am. I only took off not even a half an inch, just a little bit. Oh, and in the chat too, she's yelling at me. Is she yelling at me in the chat? Don't worry, y'all. It's gonna be okay. I promise. All right. I think this one. I want to cut. I think I'm actually going to make this 5.5 instead of 5. And then make it the 8. Hold on. Do I like it better that way, or do I like it better short? Where'd I put it? Wow. Did that just happen? Yeah. Do I like more of the blue? What do you think? You guys like more of the blue showing? Yeah, because of all the circles and the lines. Exactly. Exactly, Susan. Okay. I'm thinking that is what I want. What did I do? That is so weird. Did I put my... Okay. See, this is what I was worried about when I said I was going to do the live. I was like, I'm going to lose something. I'm losing my mind. That's what I'm losing. Move that. Oh, duh. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Okay. So I was doing that. And I like the fact that you see more of the blue. Yeah, I like that you see more of the blue. And I can even do like that, or put this over that. Okay, yeah. Let's do this one. And I wanted to use the other one, but I think this one is a bigger opening because I put a different top on it. I know normally everybody's tops look like this, which is great for more precision. But I also like these. These are a little bit wider. And so sometimes it allows for more, what's the word I'm looking for? More glue to come out when it wants to operate. Like not today. Why doesn't anything want to come out? I swear, nothing is being nice to me today. Do you guys have that problem where like all your stuff that's supposed to operate correctly just doesn't want to? Oh, B, I just broke mine. She broke hers in her live. Oh my God. Lord. Michelle, put me down for a new one. I'm going to need a new one because I like my llama. I mean, really. It's just not going to be nice at all. Ugh. Come on and squeeze out. Right? Use the other one. I know. I'm trying. It's like your mind fixates on one thing. And it's like, no, I got to use this. This is the one I wanted to use. All right. I want that little bit of mixed media down at the bottom, I think. All right. And then I think I'm going to put it, yeah. Okay. I'll put them on the white. Let's see. What time is it? All right. So it's almost 3 by 4. So I did a little bigger than 4 inches. And then I'm going to I did to 3. Yeah. And I think that gives me just a little 1/8 of an inch border around. And I think I could probably just do it right at 4. Okay. So I'm going to cut it at 3. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, she fixed it. You fixed it? Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to fix mine. I think I'll be able to. But I'm like, dang it. Even though I did kind of bend it. Oh, it's probably hard to see, but it's a little crooked. I was a little too strong with it. Okay, so let's attach our photos to our mats. For this, I'm going to just use some dot runner. All right. Trying to get everything even. And this one is going to sit on top of. So I'm not so worried about the side there. That'll give me a little bit more white peeking through. And I forgot to use, I usually use it a little bit. I know you're probably not supposed to with photos, but I don't know. I just got into scrapbooking recently. So, well, not recently. I've been doing it for probably 5 years off and on, but I first started out making cards. So I'm not much of a picture taker. I take it when I remember. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Lay this one flat and maybe we can pull this one up a little bit. And then that way we can even tuck a circle behind there. Okay, so I'm going to take this for a second and move it just briefly out of the way. I'm going to move this, put this in here because I'm going to need it again. And I'm not wanting to deal with that. Okay, so real quick, with this vellum, this is the specialty paper. And I had to pre-test it before the live because I wanted to make sure I had a punch that would work for them. So I think what I'm going to do is go through real quick and punch. Actually, I'm going to do this bigger one. You think I should put that fearless in there? I know everybody was probably like, what is she doing? I like this one. It says storyteller. So that's super easy. And then this fearless one, I think I'm going to actually punch it. Well, the 1.5, let's see. Well, it's not going to work there. And I wouldn't throw any of this away because even though I'm not going to be punching out this whole thing, like circles are so easy to fussy cut that if I just needed something really quick, I just need to be able to get in there really with the punch. There we go. Fearless is centered. All right. Ooh. Did you see it move on me? I was trying to make sure I was under the camera. Just punch T. Okay. All right. So this has a little bit of a scalloped edge. I like that. I also like that perfect there. Because I like that dark blue. And then, do we have another one with the word? I think I already have one that I punched out with the scalloped. So I'm going to keep that. And then, let's see. I want to go for this big one. Let me get up in there now. Oops, wrong one. Wrong size. No, I gotta cut that piece right there. And actually, I'm just gonna go just like that. Because I'm over it. And boom. All right, let's get some small ones. I think I have some small ones over here I can punch out. I don't know why I'm shaking. I know you guys are all there. You're being patient with me. But it's almost like you can't talk and do this at the same time. All right. A tiny one. I like this one over here too. So we'll cut that one out. So I like to have a couple of each size only because I definitely like the rule of like threes and have a small, medium, and a larger or large. That's, that works out great for me. And we can maybe do like a cluster up at the top and then like maybe a few more at the bottom. Oh, that's a cute smile too. I'm gonna cut this one. And while you're doing it, I know they say the trick is to kind of move the paper, not the scissors. Yeah. It's good in theory. And I know it works once you have all the practice and stuff. But sometimes my stuff still comes out wonky. Like that used to be a circle. Now it has a point. It'll be all right. think this one is too tiny. So I think what I'm going to do, because I need one more with a word, and this one says smile. I think I'm just going to slide this in, get it in the right spot, and boop. And then that way I have a third one. Okay, let's start with those. And those are just random punches from my stash. If you have, you know, the actual, what is it? What are they called? Dies. You can use those too, and use like your Gemini or your, Lord, help me with the words. Okay. Okay, let's bring this back. And let's look at some of these. Okay. So we can do some of the big ones. Now I have some openings because of, you know, the warping of the paper, which I'm going to use to my advantage, because I may put like one down here. I can put like the love in there. I like the storyteller. So like the ones that have the words on it that I want kind of sticking out or staying out where I can see them, I'm just moving them where they kind of need to go. And then other ones I may want to tuck, you know. So like there's something there, tuck there. This one says smile. So maybe I'll put this one over on this side because we're taking a picture. There's perfect. Little small one, a medium one. So that's like a nice little cluster right there. And then we could do another cluster. I can maybe even move this love and just do like, I got it upside down. Hold on. And just do a small little thing over there with another one, you know, sticking out there. I'm like, throw it across the room. Okay. Oh, yeah, fearless. Exactly. So I think I like how that is starting to shape up. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and start laying down some of my photos. And then we'll do some of the circles. And I don't know, I was thinking about adding, I had some chipboard pieces. And sometimes, like, I know this is going to be crazy, but you know, you can do things and, you know, add different textures, you know, because it's going with that circle theme. You put something right there. We could, well, I was thinking I could put it with this other collection. Let's see. Is that too much on one side? Or maybe put it over here, like it's coming out on the side. Something like that. And I think I was thinking about doing some embossing on these. Is it too much? We'll put this right here. We'll start putting down and I'll put those towards the end. Okay. So let's get this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's me hugging the car. You gotta hug your new car, right? Welcome it to the family. Okay. All right. Let's get this puppy together. I didn't think, wow, it's been an hour, you guys. How are you guys doing out there? Everyone okay? Everyone sticking with me? I think we lost a few people, but that's okay. That's life. That's life. And then this one, I'll go like that and lift it up. Now, right now, of course, I don't have my fun foam with me, so I have a huge roll of foam tape. So that's what I'm going to use. And I think Michelle has foam tape, if I'm not mistaken, in her shop. She carries everything, you guys. If you need something, check her out. She's the greatest. And I know after me tonight, I want to say Miss Heather has a video that's going to be going live. So make sure you guys check that out. And I hope you guys are having fun this weekend. It's hard for me because I work a lot. So sometimes it's hard for me to participate. And I was so excited when she told us way in advance. And I was like, I want to do my first live on the show for the weekend. So that's why we are currently here. Okay. I don't know if I want to put it on that angle or do I want to... Nope, I want to go like that. Just a little wonky. And because this is vellum, I'm going to be strategic where I'm putting any of my glue, like on the color bits. And then the other part, because it's lighter, I'm going to let it kind of just flap. And just let the photo kind of hold it down. And then we're going to do that. And let's put some of these underneath. This one I can put glue under all of it because most of it is going to go right underneath this little flap. And remember, you need the wet glue because of the texture. Because where those glass beads are and stuff, you want it to kind of grip and get into the little crevices. Okay. So basically where the shiny parts are is where I'm going to put a lot of my glue. And then, where is it? Just so I can kind of have my hands back, we're going to put a glass block on there. Kind of help hold it down. And then keep going. Okay. All right. Oh, you're welcome. Is it Kari? Am I saying it right? Okay. Yeah. It's, I've done recorded videos. That's mostly what I do on my channel. And I've always wanted to do a live, but I've been scared. I ain't gonna lie. I've been scared too. But thanks to Michelle, this might make me step outside of my little comfort zone and start maybe doing some more on my channel normally. And then let's see. Yeah, and really with this vellum, you don't have to be afraid because of the colors in the picture. If you do get some glue behind it, the art glitter glue does dry clear, so that's a benefit for it. But if you're worried about it, I would just stick it behind wherever the gold accent is and let that hold it down. And then the fearless will be our little joke, okay? Everybody who's watched this will know why I put the fearless on there. And then I'm just going to put like little dots on that bottom part. All right. I think I'm going to just give you a little spot right there. Now, I haven't put this one down yet because I think I'm going to put my little piece underneath. So I'm waiting on that one. And on this side, I think I'm going to wait the same thing for this one. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Okay. States. I don't want it to move, so I'm going to just kind of put it up there for a second. Okay, so real quick. I have a dirty pad that I use just for my chipboard pieces. And what I tend to do is I like to press directly into the ink pad. Get it all nice and shiny. And I just realized I don't have a coffee filter near me. That's the one thing I didn't pre-think about. So we'll just use some paper. And I'll put it down. And then get this side. And you could have put it down and just squeezed, press the pad onto it. But to me, you wind up losing a lot of your embossing powder because you're not going to use the part that sticks to the paper. You know what I mean? So I'd rather press it into the ink pad, let it get nice and shiny, and then take your embossing powder and pour it on. Boop, boop. Okay. And then you can do a couple of things. Like I have the tweezers here somewhere. Most of the time when I'm doing it, I'm just in here in my room. I just grab it and try and hold it on the sides. Tap it off. Okay, that'll work. Tap, tap, tap. And then just kind of tap on the back and get the extra stuff off. I can never say those words. Excess, access, however. All right, and then we're just going to pour that back in. Okay. Put that to the side. And then this is actually a Nuvo embossing powder. This one is, I want to say it's Enchanted Gold. No, Gold Enchantment. It's one of my favorites. It's probably one of my favorite golds. Oh, hey, Pam. Okay. Oh, yeah, Daisy. Definitely try it out. You know what I mean? Because I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. But let me tell you, the more you do it, the more it will get addictive. I mean, yeah, you just don't be afraid. Go ahead and just dive on in. So we're just going to heat this up. Now, as it gets closer to my hand, I'm just going to switch sides. And there we go. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. Yeah. I can see your comments. I can see everybody's comments. Yeah. Don't burn yourself. I almost did. Looking at comments. bring our project back in. All right. So now we're going to put some glue on here. Ooh, I put our glitter glue on my photo. Just putting a little bit of glue, not being really like super careful, because like I said, the best part about the art glitter glue is it does dry clear. Put that over there. And what I'm going to do is put this under. You stay right there. Let's get this one down. And wherever there's a solid circle, I'm just going to put a glob, so that way it'll attach better. Okay. And then there's just that little piece right there that's sticking out. Let's see if I can push it in. And then just bring, since that one's down so good, I'm not going to try and lift it up. I'm just going to bring it over top. Because my storyteller, I'm going to try and put it kind of right there. And I may do that with some foam. So I have some left. So why not? I save little bits, sometimes all over the place. Wherever I can put it down, obviously. So what I'll do, go here, go here. And you can just pull the backing off like normal. Sometimes I use the scissors because it's just easier to get the point, or I don't think I have it right here right now. I have a pointy tool that sometimes I'll use to get the backing off as well. Okay, so the storyteller, and just go like that. Okay, so that's staying. And then this one, I'm gonna put right there. So, whatever it can attach to. And I may even put a little bit just right there. Okay, so let's find this piece. We're coming down a stretch. I'm fighting with the stickers. They stick them down so well. All right. Now is that going to blend in? Yep. Do I need to put it down here somewhere so it stands out? Because I'm thinking if I put it up here, it blends in too much. I didn't realize these were blue. I thought they were black. They look more blue to me now. Is that a good spot? Oh, okay. I know I didn't see that Michelle's internet was down. Sorry. All right, Michelle, it's okay. Thanks for being here. So this part, I don't know if I should leave it there or if I should try. Yeah, good spot. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there then with the love, love. And then what I'll do is for the other part that I wanted to do, maybe I'll put it down here. Yeah. So something like where it goes across. I wanted to do hashtag goals. Let's see. G O A. Okay. I think I can move that. So where everything is looking. Oh, I should have also said I'm not a journaler. I know everyone says you should write on it. It's good to see your handwriting. I personally hate my handwriting. So a lot of times that's why I'm not worried about having space to write on stuff. Like for me, the title and the photos are enough. Love, love, love. Hashtag goals. There you go. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have my goals start here though. So that way it goes along the line there. And because of it being partly off of the blue, I'm going to put a little bit of the wet glue. And then let me see. Part of the paper came off. Just on the lower bits that hang off, put a little bit of the glue. And I'm using the paper underneath. Oop, I put it all over. It doesn't matter. As my guide. So I can see it's almost halfway up the G. So I'm going to try and line up the O. Oop, oop. So it's the same distance of that paper. So like I can kind of match them going that way. We're almost done. All right. And you can see like I just picked that L up like it was nothing. Yeah, I didn't press it down, but with that gesso being down there, I'm telling you, you're gonna wanna use some wet glue. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna just go right there. Boop, boop. So I'm gonna put it definitely along the whole thing of this because most of it is on top of the gesso. So we're gonna go like that. Okay. So do you guys have any questions while some of this dries? Any questions? Let's see. We're going to put this on. See, that's the thing. I can hear my mother in the other room. She don't think I can hear her, but I can hear. And she's asking about the splatters. They're coming. They are coming. I just want to make sure everything is down and pressed down. Because you would think with all that on the backside, like on the underneath layer, that you wouldn't need splatters. But I like splatters. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to use some white. And because, I mean, well, you just got to, we're going to use some Heidi Swap too. Usually I do 3s. I told you I have a problem. And with that, oh, thank you, Carrie. Or Kari. I think it's Kari. Is it Kari? All right. So like usually my go-tos are the black and the white. And then I'll use a third color as like the accent color, right? So with the gold, if I didn't want to do the gold because I was doing blue, like I could use some of this. Oh, that's right. I was going to use some of that. I don't think it really needs it. But if I wanted to, like let's say, I just wanted to show you real quick. Like say I wanted to put a little bit more of the blue. Like I might want to try and grab some of it out of there and like get some more of that mica spray going. It has more of the dark spots, you know? Like if I wanted to have some more of it in a certain area, you could always use a brush and put it on like that. Or I didn't even cover my photos. I'm already putting ink all over it. But I'm just saying, like you can do more stuff like that, more concentrated with a brush, or you're going to do what I'm going to do here in a second, which is splatter. And this is my splattering. I use this tool here. I don't know if you guys have seen it before. I think there's one. I don't know if Michelle has this one or not. I think she might have it with the white with the pink, if I'm not mistaken, I think. But I love this tool. But I like to use it to whack. Okay. So what we're going to do is cover our photos. No. I'm just going to tear up some paper real quick. It's okay. If it gets on that little corner up there, I'll cover it. Okay, just one little piece. That way it's all covered. Okay, so I'm going to take the white. That's why I say I very rarely use the actual spray bottles, but I'll just take it. And just whack the handle until, I get the, that was a large drop, until I get the splatters that, really? Don't judge me. It's the first lives mishaps, right? Okay, so I got enough white. I'll do a little bit of the black. And you could dry in between. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just like sometimes the contrast. And I may not do it all over, you know what I mean? But I mean, really, who am I kidding? I do it all over because I can't even help myself. And then the last layer. LOL bloopers. Yeah. Gotta love it. And this is sort of like the icing on top of the cake, you know? For me, it's the last little bit, the last cherry on top, all that good. And then boom. There's the finished layout. You guys, we made it. It's 5:36. We made it. So here it is. And I love the texture. I really do. I don't mind that there's ink on the love because it sort of blends back, but you can see it because of the puffy sticker, the hashtag goals, and I like the chipboard added in. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining me on the first ever live on Craft with Tea. Make sure I'm going to try, I didn't get it on before the live video, but I will, once it's, I guess, saved like a normal video, I'll try and go back in and put all of Michelle's links. So that way you can get to the Facebook page if you're on Facebook, and of course her shop. Definitely check her out. She's a really awesome lady. And, you know, yeah, the big box stores are great, but it's nice to support local people, small businesses. So definitely support Michelle, okay? And if you don't mind liking and subscribing, I'd appreciate that too, you guys. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Keep an eye out. I may be doing more of these now that I got this one under my belt. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Yay! Bye, you guys. Thanks again.